So in the previous video we have discussed how to read the architectural drawing, and we got pretty much information from this plan view, from the elevation view, and from this section view. So now we will convert those information to the ETABS modeling point of view. As we know, the first point to convert your architecture drawing information to the structural drawing information, it starts from the grids. So first of all, we will model the grids within the ETABS software, and then after we will model the rest of the things. So we will go to the ETABS and we will go to the file menu. We will go to the new model. So it will be opens a new model initialization dialog box. So model initialization dialog box has been opened. Now we can simply click on use built-in settings with, and from here you can set your unit system. Let us say I want to set my unit system in metric SI. Later on you can also change these units within the software, opening a new file as well. So we have to, since I am living in India and I am doing the Indian based design code, so I want to be preferred my section database on Indian basis, but you can choose anyone based on your country, based on your code following. So next steps, we have to define steel code. So in Indian we have IS 800 2007, and concrete we have IS 456 2000. So these are the pretty much information which is to be required when you start a new model within the ETABS software. You can simply click on OK. Till now I had shown you how to create custom grid and custom story based data from this dialog box here. But right now I want to show you another way from which we can specify the grid data as well as story data. So for now I am clicking on OK in this dialog box. So ETABS will be open a blank new file for us, and it has basically three windows: Model Explorer, Plan View as well as 3D View. But since we doesn't require this Model Explorer view, so we can simply click on this Model Explorer view, so we can have a large area for the plan view as well as 3D view. Now we will go to the AutoCAD, and we have to see that verticals, there are three grids A, B, C, and the spacing is given from center to center of the column, that is 11 foot 7 inches, 11 foot 11 inches. So we will go to the ETABS, we will right click here and we will go to the add or modify grids, or you can simply go to the edit menu and you can click on edit stories and grid systems. From here you can specify your grid system, so you can simply click on modify show grid systems. This is the same dialog box which we are discussing when we open a new file and edit story data. So you can also edit this information after later on as well. So first thing, you have to specify your grid name. We will keep this grid name default, that is G1. Now we want to specify the grid data as a spacing, so I am using this option grid data as a spacing. Since we have 1, 2, 3 vertical grids, so x-axis data, then there are 3 grids will be required, A, B, C. We doesn't require grid number D, so we will delete it. The spacing between A to B is 11 foot 7 inches, and then after 11 foot 11 inches. So I am going here 11 foot 7 inches and 11 foot 11 inches. Now in the Y grid data we have 1, 2, 3 and 4 grid data. So we will require 1, 2, 3, 4. Now one thing you must have to ensure that here in our architectural plan, our grid systems follows vertically from bottom to top. and ETABS also follow the grid system from bottom to top. But in some case, if your plan contains vertical information from top to bottom, at this time you have to write this grid data as 1, 2, 3, 4 like this, so that it will be have the same information as your plans contains. So we will go to the AutoCAD file and we will read the center to center spacings between 1 to 2 is 12 foot 5 inches, then after 10 foot. So we will write 12 foot 5 inches, and then after 10 feet, then after the next information is 14 foot 7 inches. So here I am entering the data in feet, so ETABS will be convert those values in meters directly, and I am simply click on OK. You can also specify the bubble size of this grid if you want to be required. If you want to have the precise bubble size, so you can also set test bubble size from here as well. But for now I am just clicking on OK, and now we have to define the vertical story data. Some of the designers prefer to have the columns which are on the ground floor level, or let's say plinth level, but I want to be preferred to have the column up to the foundation level. So from here the distance between the plinth level to the base of the top of the foundation, that is 4 feet 1 inches. So I will be go to the modify show story data, and the first height is 4 feet 1 inches. Then after, as you can see, the distance between plinth level to the first floor level, that is 9 foot 4 inches. First floor to the second floor is also 9 foot 4 inches, and second to the roof floor or third floor is also 9 foot 4 inches. Here 9 foot 4 inches distance is considered from the top of the slab to the top of the next slab. So as you can see, top of the slab to the top of the next slab, and the same distance is continue for the rest of the floors. So here we will use 9 foot 4 inches, here also 9 foot 4 inches, here also 9 foot 4 inches. This is my base level, this is my plinth level, then after first floor, second floor and roof floor. So here I am specifying roof level, here I am specifying second floor, here first floor, here plinth level. So plinth level, first floor, second floor and roof level. And now I am just clicking on OK, and again click on OK. As you can see, right now our unit system has been set to the meter, but you can also go to the units and you can set your unit system from here as well. So if you will be set your unit system to US default, and again if you will be go to this dialog box, let's say edit and edit stories and grid data, modify show story grid data. So as you can see, your distance is automatically converted into the feet like that. So you can set your units from here as well. If you will be just move the mouse hover over, so it will be shows you the default unit for all the things. You can also click on show unit forms, so it will be gives you the units of each and every items, each and every content, and consistent unit you can also set. You can also define your own unit from here as well. One more thing we have to understand, that if you will go to the edit and edit stories and grid systems and show or modify story data, let's say from instead of plinth, here I am renaming to the ground floor so that it is easy to understand. Now one more important thing is master story. Master story means what? If your, let's say if your ground floor is your master story data, and if your ground floor is if your first floor, second floor or other floors are similar to the ground floor, so you can directly set your story data to here similar to the ground floor, similar to the ground floor. So whatever you draw on the ground floor, it will be automatically copied to the first floor, second floor and so on. Because of sometimes what is happen, let's say 30-story high-rise building will be there, or 50-story high-rise building will be there. In that, some of the floors will be have some different planning, but rest of the floors have a same loading criteria and same loading pattern and same planning. So at that time we can choose that one of the level which is to be master story, and we can copy all that information to the rest of the floor directly. So this is the very great feature within the ETAP software. So you doesn't require to copy paste each and every element from one elevation to the from one level to the another level. So directly you can set, you can also set more than one master story data. So here as you can see, I had set 2 master story data. So let's say your first floor is similar to the ground floor, but your second floor is similar to the roof. So like that you can also story more, you can also convert more than one master story data. But here I am clicking on no, here I am also clicking on no. So this is the one most important thing that we need to understand, that is master story data. And from elevation, from the very zero level, it has been converted. So as you can see, base is considered as a zero level. From the zero level, ground floor is at a height of 1.2 meter, first floor is at a height of 4 meter from this with reference to zero level, and with reference to zero level, second floor is 6 meter and roof is about 9.79 meter. So this is the pretty much information that we will be required to getting started. And here I want to set my ground floor plan view. So here there is an option set plan view. Here as you can see, your plan view has been set to the roof. This is my current plan view, that is top floor plan view. So instead of roof, you can simply click on set plan view icon directly from this toolbar, or you can also use the shortcuts which is to be mentioned, Ctrl Shift F1. And from here I want to set, let's say, my current plan as a ground floor plan. So this one will be shows you ground floor plan at an elevation of 1.2446 meter with reference to the 000.